Hey, it's yoga time with me. I'm Jane. Hey. Make your way to your mat. I hope you're doing really well today, y'all. It's morning time here. The sun is shining, being its beautiful, radiant, sunshiny self. So hopefully wherever you are, you can feel the sun, right? Whether it's at midnight or whatever, you can feel the sun. So let's start there, shall we? So make your way to your mat and find a comfortable seat, whatever that looks and feels like to you. And place your left hand on your solar plexus. So it's also at the xiphoid process, which don't press into that very hard because it's a weird cartilage and it'll hurt. Random tidbits. Anyway, place a hand on your solar plexus and place a hand on your heart and close your eyes. And take a deep breath in through the nose and sigh it out of your mouth. Do 2 more of those. Big breath into the nose, let your belly expand. Big breath out audibly. 1 more big breath in. Let it go. And keeping the eyes closed. Feeling this body in this now moment, feeling the breath flowing in and out, feeling the heartbeat underneath this hand, this eternal space of the infinite love that you are and that you have to share in this world. Feeling underneath your left hand, underneath in the solar plexus space, connecting to this perhaps sensation of warmth, of inner light, of courage, of will, and recognize that you are in fact courageous and that the way you show up, the personality of you, is truly unique and divine. And letting the energies between both hands merge and flow together, and feel the power of the courageous heart when it is what leads us on our path. The freedoms that come with that, the freedom that feels like, the freedom that is that, and the freedom that then is inspired outside of us, so that others may live a life of the courageous heart. Take a deep breath in, let it go, placing both hands together in Anjali Mudra right at the heart in prayer. Keeping the eyes closed, tuck the chin just slightly. Excuse me. Start to engage your bandha. So engage your mula bandha. So it's going to feel like you're pulling energy up through the perineum, directly from the earth and up. It's almost like you're stopping the flow of pee. Engage Uddiyana Bandha, the area of energy in the pelvic area right below the belly button, almost as if someone is going to poke you in the lower belly, how you would contract that just a little bit. It's more of an internal thing, but think that, and let that bandha become engaged. Pull that in and up in your mind's eye. And engaging Ujjayi breath, in through the nose, out through the nose, with the oceanic sound on the exhale, vibrating the vocal cords and the thyroid. The Jalahara block. Let all of these energy centers pull in the energy of you. Keep breathing here, steady and slow, feeling the energy of the earth being called into you. Being aware of the energy that is in the body, and starting to feel the warmth of you, this internal sun, this eternal sun light that you are. And taking this intention of being this eternal light, and letting it emanate out through you as you release these bandhas. Relax the body. Take a breath in through the nose. And exhale, lift prayer up high. Offering up this light out. Extend the hands, sweep the energy around your body. Touching the floor just for a moment. Feel the energy of the earth. Press into the earth. Maybe your bottom lifts off the ground. Maybe it doesn't. Mine does not. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Reach up. Pull the energy from the earth up. Exhale, hands through heart center. Do that a few more times. Inhale. Reach the arms up. Exhale, sweep the arms down. Feel the stretch in the arms. Touch the earth. Inhale, scoop the energy up, clearing your auric field. Rise, look up. Exhale, hands down through heart center. Inhale, reach up high. Exhale, sweeping the arms. Inhale, scoop the energy up. Exhale, hands through heart center. I'm pausing here and trusting this courageous heart of yours. Roll over the shins and meet me in tabletop. Still clearing my throat, so sorry, it's annoying me. Look over the right shoulder and then look over the left. Inhale as you come to center, exhale as you look to the right. Inhale to center, exhale as you look to the left. Find your breath and your movement and just look to the left and to the right. Maybe you start to feel the C shape in your spine. Maybe you start to feel length in your side bodies. But just start to wake up and get energy moving up the spine. One more. Meet us back in center. Inhale as you move into cow. Drop the belly, lift the eye gaze, lift the tailbone. Exhale for cat. Press into the earth. Look at the navel. Tuck the tailbone. Inhale, look up for cow. Exhale for cat. Do these your breath, your timing. That may mean that you may be moving really fast. Or you may be moving really slow. Listen to what your body needs and what your heart is calling you to do. You can't mess it up. Coming back to a neutral spine. Extending the right foot down, toes are on the mat. They move my butt. Kickstand the left leg out and lift the right foot, the right hand up. I always do this in the beginning. I always twist my words around. I'm really good at it. But reach the hand overhead. Pull the shoulders back and down. Eye gaze is up. Press the outer blade of the right foot deep into the earth. Let the heart rotate up toward the ceiling. And the encouragement is to breathe Ujjayi breath the whole time. Inhale, reach the arm up. Exhale, scoop it down again. Inhale, reach the arm up. Exhale, scoop it overhead. Do a few more of these on your own breath. Start to feel the energy moving through the shoulder blades. Move the energy around you. One more. Continuing to reach overhead, meet yourself back in that tabletop. Lifting the right foot, extend it, press the heel toward the back wall. Toes are pointing down. Feel strength and stability in your spine as your navel pulls up toward your lower back, engaging those bandhas. And lift and extend the left arm out ahead of you. The bicep is next to the ear. The shoulders are still back and down. Taking the right leg out to the side, keeping it lifted. Ooh, this is a fun one. And breathe. Inhale, press the right foot back to the back wall. Extend, reach out the hand in front of you. Reach the foot in the opposite direction. Take another big breath in. Exhale, tabletop. We'll do that on the other side. Extend the left foot out. Toes are on the mat. Kickstand the right ankle off to the side. Inhale as the left arm lifts up to the sky. Look up. Twist, turn the palm so it faces down and reach it overhead. Pull the shoulders back and down. Heart rotates toward the ceiling. The outer blade of the left foot presses onto the mat. Feel length in the side body. Inhale, reach the arm up, scooping, making a big rainbow. Exhale, reach overhead. Inhale, rainbow. Exhale, reach it overhead. 2 more, inhale. Exhale. Big, full breaths, breathe in. Last one, reach overhead. Shoulders are still drawing back. Aiming the heart toward the ceiling 1 more time. Exhale, tabletop. Taking the left foot, lifting it and pressing it to the back wall. Getting comfortable on that right knee. You may adjust like I just did. Try to lift the foot even with the hips as your right hand extends, reaching out ahead of you. Now taking the left extended foot out to the side. Now if you're like me, you don't have room, you can bend your knee. I don't want to do that. I want to extend it, so I'm just going to move off my mat. See? There we go. And breathe. Lift that foot a little higher. Draw the navel in toward the spine. Exhale, extend the leg behind you. Back onto my mat. It's way more comfortable. Reach. Let the hand and the foot be pulled in opposite directions. Take another big breath in. Exhale, tabletop. Keeping the toes together, spread the knees wide. We'll meet in child's pose. So let the hips move back toward the heels. Forehead presses onto the mat. Hands reach forward as the chest drops toward the earth. Taking the right hand, scooting it off the mat or to the edge of the mat to the right, and let the left hand follow. Let the forehead rest upon the mat. And feel length in the left side body. The hips are still drawing back toward the heels. And your breath is still intentional and full. On your next inhale, walk the hands back towards center. We're just going to switch sides. So taking the left hand off the mat, let the right hand follow. You can place your right hand on top of the left hand or next to it. Let the forehead rest onto the earth. Pull the hips back in your mind's eye. Feel the armpit open up. On your next inhale, walk your hands back towards the center, coming back into that child's pose just for a breath. Inhale, tabletop. Tucking the toes under, making sure that the palms are directly underneath the shoulders and that the knees are beneath the hips. Tucking your toes, lifting the navel toward the spine, press the hips back, keeping in tabletop. As you press the hips back, lift the knees about an inch off of the floor and hover. And breathe. It's like you're in tabletop with floating knees. See? Boop, 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 boop. Feeling the calves begin to open up. Take another big breath in. Exhale, lift the hips up high, downward facing dog. Stepping into a high plank. That way you can measure the length of you for this downward facing dog. So just shifting into high plank. Shift back and forth just a couple times. Having the hands beneath the shoulders and then downward facing dog. Lifting the hips up high. You can keep a soft bend in your knee or a big bend in your knees. Let the chest magnetize toward the shins. Let the head be heavy. Shake it yes and no. Inhale, come into plank. Exhale, down to your knees. Lower chaturanga arms all the way down to the belly. Oh good, you can see my head this time. Inhale as you lift the head, the chest, the feet, and just lift your hands off of the mat. It's an early Shalabhasana. Another breath in. Exhale, palms touch the mat, tucking the toes, through bent knees, downward facing dog. We're going to do that a couple more times, just a little bit faster. So inhale, roll into plank. Exhale, lower all the way down to the belly. You can go to your knees or not, and then lift everything up. For 3 breaths. Next inhale, through bent knees, downward facing dog. Inhale, plank, breathe in. Lower all the way to the belly. Inhale, lift everything up. Gaze is down toward the earth. Feet are lifted, chest is lifted, thighs are lifting off the mat. Another breath in. Exhale, through bent knees, downward facing dog. Breathe here. Inhale, high plank. Exhale, forearm plank. So go down, whatever arm you go down, just remember that one. So I went down left arm first and then right, and then press back up to plank. So left arm down for forearm plank, left arm presses up for high plank. 2 more, pressing up and lowering down. Staying here in the low plank, dropping the hips. Now switching arms, pressing up on the right arm first, or whatever one you didn't do. So pressing up, high plank, down, forearm plank. High plank, forearm plank. High plank. You can do this, forearm plank. 1 more. High plank, forearm plank. You're so good. Dropping to the knees, lower all the way down. Taking your arms beside you, look to your right. Look to your left. Coming back to center and setting up for Sphinx. So both forearms are forward. Forearms, yeah. Palms are face down on the mat. Lifting the chest, and you kind of pull your belly through as your chest lifts. And you breathe. This whole time, thinking about this energy, this fiery solar plexus in your heart. Can you do all of this with love for yourself? Can you move through these shapes with courage? Can you listen to your body and take different options when you want them? Another breath in. Exhale, lower down. Pressing back up through bent knees. Downward facing dog. You can pedal out your dog.
But let your shoulder blades still continue to draw back and down. I feel like that's always the theme for yoga, is let the shoulder blades draw back and down. Inhale the right leg high. Bend the knee, open up the hip. Look underneath the right armpit. Inhale for 3-point. Exhale, cheetah. Knee to nose. Inhale, 3-point. Exhale, cheetah. Inhale, 3-point. Exhale, cheetah. Inhale, 3-point. Exhale, warrior 2. Stepping the right foot forward. Cartwheeling the hands up if you want to make it fabulous and fancy. But bending deep into that right knee. The hips open up as the heart opens up toward the left side of the mat. The hands are actively pulling away from each other. Again, shoulders are back and down. I always adjust myself. Inhale, peaceful warrior, scoop it up and back. Straighten that front leg. Wee, it feels so good. Exhale for triangle, reach forward. Placing the hand on the shin, the floor, a block. Look up toward the ceiling, let your heart aim forward. Let the chest draw back. Inhale, peaceful warrior, bending deeply in that knee. Exhale, cartwheeling the hands down, we'll vinyasa. So stepping back to high plank, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg high. Bend the knee, open the hip, look underneath that left armpit. Inhale, 3-point. Exhale, cheetah, knee to nose. Inhale, 3-point. Exhale, cheetah. Inhale, 3-point. Exhale, cheetah. Inhale, 3-point. Exhale, warrior 2. Scooping it up. Whee! Bending deeply into that left leg. You got this. Let the shoulder blades draw back and down, opening up the heart, open up the chest. Takes a warrior heart to stand in our truth, right? To be courageous and be like, yeah, I'm a weirdo, whatever. It's true. Inhale, scoop it up and back for peaceful. Straighten the leg. Oh yeah. Exhale. As you exhale, move into Trikonasana to triangle. Breathe. Lean the chest back. Right hand is reaching up toward the sky. On your next inhale, peaceful warrior, bending deep into that knee.
And as you exhale, cartwheeling the hands down, stepping back to high plank, vinyasa. You can always meet us in downward facing dog if you don't want to do this. You can always meet us wherever you want, the whole time. You do you. Take a big breath in, big breath out. Inhale, 3-point. Exhale, twist your cheetah. So take your knee to your left elbow. Inhale, 3-point. Exhale, twist the cheetah. Inhale, 3-point. Exhale, twist the cheetah. Look to the left. Inhale, 3-point. Exhale, warrior 2. Breathe in. Breathe out. Inhale, peaceful warrior, scoop it up and back. Exhale, triangle. Inhale, peaceful. Then we're moving into supported side angle. So taking the right forearm to the thigh, lift the left hand. Taking the palm, you can stay here and keep the chest pointing toward the ceiling, eye gaze is up. If you want, you can take your left palm and face it down, keeping the bicep to the left ear, but shoulders are still backing down and reach overhead. So you're kind of getting more of a rainbow arch. Bend deep into that front leg. Inhale, peaceful warrior. Cartwheel, vinyasa. We'll meet in down dog. Inhale, left leg, 3-point. Twisted cheetah. Inhale, 3-point. Exhale, twisted cheetah. Inhale, 3-point. Exhale, twisted cheetah. Look to the right. Inhale, 3-point. Exhale, warrior 2. Scoop it up and back. Breathe in and out. Inhale, peaceful. Exhale, triangle. Your next inhale, peaceful warrior. Exhale, supported side angle. Left forearm to the left thigh. Look up. Twist the heart up toward the sky. It's like, what if our heart is always aiming toward the sun? And our internal sun is always aiming and facing our own heart. Maybe you reach overhead. Inhale, peaceful warrior. Exhale, vinyasa. Breathe in. Big breath out. Inhale, right leg high. You can bend the knee. Look under that right shoulder. You can stay here, or you can flip your dog by taking your right foot down on the outside of the mat, taking the right arm, opening it up, looking overhead. Smile. Inhale for 3-point, lift that right foot up. Exhale, warrior 2. Inhale, peaceful. Exhale, triangle. Inhale, peaceful warrior. Exhale, side angle. Hand can stay like it was before. It can go to the inside of the foot. Press into the outer blade of that left leg. That left foot is that's where you're anchored in. Take another breath in. Exhale, left hand down, coming up on the back toes. Inhale, switch arms, lift the right arm up. Bend deep into that right leg. So good, right? Take another breath in. Exhale, palm the mat. Step into a grounded warrior 3. Lift that back left leg up and press that foot toward the back wall. Hips are even. Now bending the left leg, placing the knee behind the right knee, taking a squat. You can stay here for Kundalini, or you can bring your hands to heart center. Breathe. Taking another breath in. Exhale as you take that left foot and step it back to a crescent lunge. Just for a moment, breathe in. Exhale, step back to high plank. Vinyasa. Inhale, left leg high. Bend the knee deep. Look underneath that left armpit. You can stay here, you can flip your dog. Open up the chest. Breathe. Next inhale, 3-point. Exhale, warrior 2. Inhale, peaceful. Straighten the leg, Trikonasana, triangle. Inhale, peaceful, bend the knee. Exhale, side angle. So the hand can go where it was on the forearm, or it can go down to the floor. Breathe. Heart aims up. Right hand is lifted, like active hands, reaching like for real though, up to the sky. Shoulders are still back and down. Press into the outer blade of the right foot. Another breath in. Exhale. I think we did this. We'll play it with this. Taking the hand, I feel like I may have done a peaceful. Yeah, let's do that. Inhale for peaceful. Yeah. Exhale, cartwheeling the hands down, rotating the toes. Oh yeah, that's what I did. I just added an extra. You're welcome. Inhale the left arm up. Press that right heel toward the back of the room. Let the crown be pulled toward the front of the room. Let the heart rotate toward the sky. Gazes up. Take another breath in. Exhale, palm the mat. Grounded warrior 3. Lifting that right foot. Right foot is active, so the toes are pointing down. The heel is pressing to the back wall. Now bending the right knee, placing the right knee behind the left. Bending into that left leg. You can stay here for Kundalini, or bringing your hands to heart center. And smile. Let the right foot pull toward the glutes. Taking another breath in. Step that right foot back to a crescent. Just breathe in. Exhale, palm the mat. Step back. Vinyasa. We'll meet in down dog. So good. Walk the hands to the back of the mat. Walk your hands to your feet.
We'll meet in a forward fold at the back of the mat. Place your feet in a way that's comfortable for you. I like to do hips distance. I feel real steady like that. So it's like the width of two of your fists put together. Inhale as you halfway lengthen your spine. Exhale, fold. Shake your head, yes. Keep doing it. Shake your head, no. Keep going. And you can keep your knees bent here if you need or want. But let your head be heavy. Now don't stop your head from moving, just let it come to a stop. Now take your head and just kind of go like left to right, like a windshield wiper head. And let it come to a natural stop. You can take your hands and clasp them behind your shins, kind of pulling yourself a little bit closer. Let the navel pull up and in to the body, almost like you're creating a hollow space in your belly to make more room. Releasing that bind, taking the hands behind the back, pressing them away from you, and then you can just let them draw overhead. I know it's a long forward fold. Keep breathing intentionally. Next big breath in. Gently and intentionally bring your hands down, unclasp your bind. Heel toe your feet together and roll up one vertebrae at a time. So it's going to be stacking vertebrae upon vertebrae upon vertebrae. So you get your shoulders up, then your head's going to arrive, and you're going to take your shoulders and roll them up, back, and down. Palms will face forward. Reach toward the earth into Tadasana. You can adjust your ponytail here if you need to. Inhale, reach both arms up. Don't hit the painting. Exhale, forward fold, hands through heart center. Inhale, halfway lengthen. Exhale, fold. Walk the hands out to high plank. Yes, high plank again. Inhale, downward facing dog. Take very deliberate walks from the back of your mat. Take your feet up to meet your hands. Forward fold at the top. Inhale, rise up one vertebrae at a time. Shoulders roll up, back, and down. Smile. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, hands through heart center. Taking your feet and stepping them out wide, as wide as the mat. Let the heels be aiming in and the toes point out a little bit. My floor is slippery on my feet. Breathe in, look up, reach up. Exhale, hands down through the center line as you exhale, drop deep into a squat, into Malasana. Pressing the hands together and at the heart, pressing the elbows into the knees, pressing the knees apart. Inhale, we're gonna rise, pressing up, look up. Exhale, come back down. One more, inhale, rise. Exhale, come back down. Now you can stay here in Malasana. Let the tailbone drop. Let the crown of the head be pulled like a magnet toward the ceiling.
So you can stay here or you can play with crow. I always play with crow because why not? Some days it's way easy and some days it's way not. I don't care, I just play. That's the courageous heart, to just play. Placing the hands on the mat, make sure that you're looking forward and not down or back. Coming into chaturanga arms, looking forward and lifting the feet off of the mat, or a foot at a time, or just one foot, or no feet. Coming back down, wherever you are, meet in a forward fold. Heel toe so that the toes are touching and the heels are going to be about an inch apart. Drop the booty down, inhale for chair. Look down to make sure that your knees are, so that you can see your toes. Put the weight of your body in your heels as your toes maybe lift up. Drop your booty down a little bit, open up the chest, lift the chest up, reach toward the sky, and breathe. Let the inner thighs spiral inward. Another breath in, another breath out. Inhale, rise up, reach up, yay! Exhale, hands to heart center. Setting up for tree. Left foot down, right foot up and in. It can stay on the ankle, the calf, the inner thigh. You can do the lotus foot. I can't. Just keep your foot off of your knee, please. Message from your knee. Don't put that foot on me. It's true. Set your gaze on something that's not moving. Feel your heart beating in your chest. Let the right hip drop as the right knee pulls toward the back wall. Let the spine be long. Maybe smile because you can feel your heart beating. It's such a gift. Now releasing the foot from the thigh, you're either gonna keep your knee out like this, or you're gonna take peace sign fingers to the toes and extend that right foot out. I'm keeping my left hand at my heart. Breathe in. Exhale, release the toe. Step the right foot back. Cosmic curtsy. Bend forward, sweep the arms back. Look down. Inhale, rise up, stand into Tadasana, look up. Exhale through heart center. Tree on the other side. I'll scoot over so my leg has space. Anchor down into the right foot, lift the left, and place it on the leg. And it may be different from the other side. That's okay. I know you can't see this half of my body. It's still there, I promise. See? Woo. Anyway, press the hands together. Anchor into the earth. Feel the energy of the earth pulling up through your foot and activating and enlivening and giving the elemental medicine of itself to your bones. Maybe you envision your bones activating and twinkling energetic lights out of it. That's how I'm seeing mine right now. It sounds pretty cool. Focus on something not moving. Let that left knee draw back. Press the foot into the thigh into the foot. So you know where we're going. So again, you don't have to hold your toes with your fingers. You can keep your leg just extended with your knee bent. Release gently like that. Or you can take the fingers, peace sign, extend the left leg. I'm keeping my hand at my heart. And breathing. Spine is long. Another breath in. Exhale, release the hands, step the left foot back, scoop the arms back, cosmic curtsy, drop the head. Inhale, scoop the arms up, reach up. Urdhva Hastasana, look up and back. Give yourself a slight back bend. Bend. Exhale, lighten down center. That's so funny. My voice wobbled and then I made fun of it and it sounded fun. Anyway, inhale, reach up. Exhale, forward fold.
Inhale, halfway lengthen.
Exhale, step back to high plank. Chaturanga. Inhale for upward facing. Exhale, down dog. Walking your feet halfway up the mat, just halfway, and then squatting down into a ball. It feels really good on your lower back. It's like a closed knee child's pose. Tucking your chin, tight little ball. And sitting down on your bottom. Isn't it great to have this now? Turning to face one side of the mat, depending on what angle we're at. I'm at the right. And setting into a wide-legged straddle seat. I like to lift my butt so that my sits bones are now even. And letting the toes point up. So like your heels are like pressing out toward the corners, and wherever your legs are, if your wide-legged sitting position is like this, that's great. If it's like this, that's great. It's your body. This is what mine is doing on this day. So there's that. So take a breath in, lengthen the spine. As you exhale, keeping the spine long and just hinging forward to whatever feels good to you. Now the encouragement is to feel how your inhales will kind of lift you naturally, and if you let it, your exhales will let you drop naturally. So just kind of being in that flow of your breath and seeing where you are able to be taken with your breath. Where does your breath allow you to go? Maybe it allows you to be more calm and centered and still. Maybe it allows your chest to move closer toward the earth. But just be aware of the sensation of the breath. Keep breathing. Few more breaths here. On your next inhale, just start to gently press yourself back up. Isn't it lovely? I just like to sit here for a minute because it feels really good. Okay, taking the left knee and bending it. Taking the right hand to the inside and inhaling as the left arm lifts up and just reaches overhead. You may touch your toes. You see, I'm nowhere near that today. Isn't that fun? But let the shoulder draw back and down. Let the heart be what rotates up toward the sky. Gaze is lifted up toward the ceiling. And just feeling like gravity. I like to give myself a little like wobble. Like I'm not like struggle, reach. I'm just kind of bouncing. And it feels really good. And I'm imagining my left knee pulling toward the earth. I'm not pushing it.
I'm just letting earth pull it. On your next inhale, gently start to come up. Now taking the right hand, scooping it up and back for stargazer. So just feeling length in that right hip flexor. That feels good. Exhale, come back down the way you came, scooping it around. And extending both legs and switching sides. So the right knee is gonna come in. So it's kind of like a seated tree, except we're coming from a wide-legged, so it's not quite a Janushirasana. Placing the right hand to the inside of the left leg, wherever that is for you. Inhale, lift the right arm. Exhale, just hinge over toward the left. Again, I'm touching my toes and my head. It may not look like it at all to anyone, but my heart is aiming up. I'm keeping my spirit lifted no matter where my body is. To me, that takes courage. To me, that's the work for me to like actually be accepting of where I am and what I look like and how I sound and how I move and how I show up. And also to be courageous to show up in love, because sometimes that looks different from other people, y'all. Sometimes when I show up in love, it's because Spirit is talking to me and people are telling me that I need to be quiet, but I'm talking. Or I'm being quiet and calm when everyone else is freaking out. Yep, that's sometimes the courageous heart, y'all. It doesn't always look the same. Take a big breath in. Let this breath go. On your next inhale, bring up that right hand. Oh yeah, it's like juicy fruit. Scoop that left hand out, up, and wee, getting up onto that right shin, opening up the heart, extending that left hip flexor. Exhale as you come back down. Now rotate so that you're sitting facing forward. Taking the right foot over so that the right leg over so that the right foot is on the mat. Taking the right arm behind you like a second spine. Inhale, lifting the left arm up. Exhale, twist to the right. So that that elbow of the left arm may be on the outside of the right. If that's not accessible for your body, you can take your left hand and like give your right leg a big squeeze. I think that just actually feels better. Like it just feels good because I'm hugging myself and then I'm like able to like pull my chest through and rotate it around. Because although this is a spinal twist, it's coming from the upper back. And then take the eye gaze and look over that right shoulder. Every time you inhale, your spine gets taller. Every time you exhale, you just rotate a little bit more. Again, it could be in your mind's eye too. On your next inhale, start to come back to center, unwinding, unfolding, thanking your leg, extending it out, and recalibrating your sits bones and switching sides. So the left foot goes to the mat, left hand behind the back again like a second spine. Inhale that right arm high. Exhale, twist to the left. Again, you can place your elbow on the outside of that knee, or you can hug it. I just feel like hugging myself today. I don't know why, because I want to. And I'm just gonna kind of pull my leg in and let my heart aim toward the back as my eye gaze looks over my left shoulder. I'm gonna inhale, my spine gets taller, my head pulls up toward the ceiling. And as I exhale, my twist just deepens because my breath is in the surrendering stage. On your next inhale, come back to center slowly. Extend both legs out in front. We're gonna set up for Pashima Tanasana for seated forward fold. My knees hyperextend.
So I like to put a little blanket there just to keep them from actually bending in the opposite direction. My body doesn't like that. So take your booty flesh and move it out of the way, and you'll feel your sits bones like really anchor onto the earth. Inhale as both arms lift up high, look up. As you exhale, keep the spine straight and just hinge forward. If your knees bend, then bend them. If you notice that as you're bending forward, your back arches forward, you've gone too far, then bend your knees up so that your spine can stay long and just take your chest to your thighs. It's keeping the spine straight, and that's what actually starts to open up the hamstrings. And then as you become more open, as your body maybe changes, then you can start to go down with your legs as opposed to having this arch space between your belly and your thighs.
So let your head just be heavy. If you're in a position where your head is not touching your legs, like mine right now,
You can take a block and you can place it
maybe underneath the forehead so that you actually are able to chill out while you do this. You can stack your arms. You can give yourself a little ledge, whatever that looks like, so that your body can just be in this shape, still breathing intentionally ujjayi breaths. On your next inhale, start to
press yourself up, very intentionally press yourself up your legs and give your legs a little massage. Give your knees a little extra love. Give your quads a little love. They've been carrying you around your whole life, you know. And then moving the blanket out of the way, or if you want, you can keep your blanket beneath your knees if you have one, or a towel or whatever. And you can lay back in Shavasana. You can also stay seated for a seated meditation. I would lay in Shavasana, but it turns into like a weird shot on the camera. I don't like that. So I'm not going to do that. But just lay down, relax. Let your palms be face up. A gesture of receiving. Take a big breath in and let your shoulders just melt. And let go of intentional breathing. Just let your body breathe itself. Let your lungs breathe themselves. Feel the weight of your body on the earth. Shavasana is one of the harder poses here in the yoga because you just gotta lay there and you just get to trust that I'll call you out of it at some point, and that your eyes are closed, and that it's safe to let your belly relax and your glutes release, and that you can let your jaws unhinge and relax, and that the tongue can release from pressing on the roof of your mouth, and that all the energy from your temples and tension in your head just melt into the earth, and you get to be and integrate the movement, the breath, the light, the fire, all of the energy that was created and cultivated, that you can sit in this beautiful alchemical pool as you relax and rest and let everything anchor in. And if you're choosing to be in a seated meditation, same applies to you, because you just get to sit, be still, not move, and just be with your breath. Becoming aware of the flow of your breath moving throughout your body. You take one big new breath into this now moment, and you let this breath go. Maybe you turn your head to the left and to the right, waking up the back of the head and the throat. Maybe your fingers and toes wiggle, your wrists rotate, your ankles move around. Maybe you give yourself a full body stretch. Maybe you curl into a tight little ball. Wherever you are, press yourself up into a seated position, keeping your eyes closed, placing your hands, again, this time the right hand on the solar plexus, left hand on the heart. Keeping your eyes closed and just feel this connection, the connection with your power center. It's just you. You are the power center. It's not one part of you. It's not just your heart. It's not just your solar plexus. It's not just your mind. It's not just your actions. It's not just your words. The power center is you in wholeness, in completion, in perfection. Recognizing this and taking courageous steps from that knowing is inspiring to the whole planet. And it inspires the heart to continue creating something new, something bold, something beautiful. Trusting this beautiful power of love and light that you are, placing both hands in heart center in Anjali Mudra, tucking the chin, connecting our heads to our hearts so that we can see the path with clarity, so that we know what to do, and that the heart will always guide us. Bring this prayer to the third eye. We're just going to end like this, but with an Om. So take a breath in, breathe out. With this heart prayer up to the mind, seeing it made manifest, take a breath in for Om. And so it is. Namaste. Thank you all so much for being here and being a part of this practice. I enjoyed this one a lot. If there's anything that you would like to do or a way that you would like to flow, or if you have any special requests, let me know. Drop a comment in the comments below. I also have a link to my own personal yoga and spiritual guidance in the description box. So take care of yourselves. I love you. Bye.